Okay, let's talk about something real. IT costs are climbing, and technology is changing faster than ever. It probably feels like your budget is stretched to its absolute limit. Today, we're going to dig into a powerful financial tool that might just be your next big competitive advantage: IT leasing. Let's get into it. So, I'll start with a pretty direct question for every CIO and CFO out there. Is your IT budget a strategic asset right now? Or, if you're being honest, has it turned into a liability? Is it really helping you grow, or is it holding you back, with all your capital locked into assets that are losing value by the minute? The reality for most organizations, well, it's a constant battle. You've got this triple pressure, right? Costs are going up, the tech you just bought is already on its way to being obsolete, and those old school, rigid budgets just can't keep up with how fast business moves today. It's a fundamental mismatch. And this, right here, this is the core of the conflict. Your finance team, they might plan to depreciate equipment over 3, maybe even 5 years. But the real, high-performance lifespan of that tech, it's often way shorter. That gap, that's exactly where your capital just vanishes. This brings us to the way things have always been done: buying and owning your IT hardware. And yeah, it feels simple, but it often creates this significant strategic drag. It slows you down right when you need to be hitting the accelerator. So, flaw number one is the huge upfront cash you have to shell out. Every time you need a tech refresh, it's this massive CapEx event. It ties up money that you could be putting into growth, into innovation, into your people, the things that actually move your business forward. I love this quote because it just reframes the whole conversation. We buy a desk expecting it to last for a decade, but IT hardware, it needs constant updates, it needs to be replaced. It acts a lot more like a subscription service. It's probably time we started treating it that way. And then you've got the brutal truth of depreciation. Technology loses its value faster than pretty much any other asset in your business. The second you buy it, you're in a race against obsolescence. And let's be real, that's a race you can't win just by owning everything. We've all seen this, right? The closet of shame, just full of old, useless equipment. This isn't just wasted space. It's wasted money, it's a logistical nightmare, and, this is a big one, it's a huge data security risk when you finally have to get rid of it. So what's the alternative here? Well, it takes a pretty fundamental shift in how we think. We need to move from ownership to access. It's all about building an IT strategy that actually moves at the speed of your business, one that enables agility instead of killing it. This is such a critical point. We need to understand what modern IT leasing really is. It is not just another way to finance a laptop. It literally transforms a depreciating asset into a flexible, managed service. It takes those huge, unpredictable capital expenditures and turns them into a predictable, manageable operating expense. The benefits here are huge on both the financial side and the operational side. Financially, you're preserving that precious working capital, and you're creating predictable costs that your CFO is absolutely going to love. Operationally, you're getting built-in protection from obsolescence, you make tech refreshes way simpler, and you completely get rid of that burden of asset disposal. At the end of the day, it's what allows you to be truly agile. This line just sums it all up perfectly, doesn't it? Every single dollar that's locked up in a server rack that's losing value, well, that's a dollar that isn't funding R&D or marketing or expansion. Leasing frees up that capital to work on what really matters: growing your business. Now, let's be super clear about something. This is not an all-or-nothing deal. The smartest companies don't just flip a switch and lease everything. No, they build a smart, strategic, hybrid model that uses the best of both worlds. So how do you decide what to do? Well, buying still makes sense for some things, stable, long life cycle assets. But for any technology that changes quickly, where preserving cash flow and managing that life cycle is critical, leasing is the clear winner. The key is to own what's stable and lease what changes. So where are those sweet spots for leasing? Think about all your end-user devices, like laptops that you're refreshing every 3 years. Think about security and networking gear that is constantly evolving. And what about that high-cost, fast-appreciating AI hardware? Leasing is a really powerful way to de-risk that kind of investment. And this brings us to a really critical point. Deciding to lease is one thing, but how you lease, that matters even more. The right partner isn't just going to give you financing. They're going to give you a true competitive advantage through smart strategy and execution. And that's the real difference maker. A true partner manages the entire technology lifecycle for you. They help you figure out what to lease and what to own. They handle procurement, deployment, and so importantly, that secure end-of-life process. They're a strategic advisor, not just another vendor. A partner like Complete Computing makes the whole thing feel seamless. Their integrated process kicks off with vendor-neutral financing, making sure you get the best terms possible. Then it just flows right through procurement and full lifecycle management, all the way to a simple, secure asset recovery. They take the complexity off your plate so you can get back to focusing on your business. At the end of the day, this is the shift you should be looking for. It's about moving from a transactional relationship with a hardware reseller to a real strategic partnership with an IT lifecycle advisor. So the final question isn't just what tech you need, it's who is going to help you build the most agile and cost-effective strategy to use it.